My name is Inayatul Mukarramah, you can call me In. Today, our group will present a topic that is extremely relevant to modern youth culture. Our presentation is titled, How Sugary Café Culture Contributes to Diabetes Risk and Insulin Dependency in Young People. Let's go. In recent years, cafe culture has become a major trend among teenagers and young adults. Visiting cafes is not only about drinking coffee, it has become a lifestyle. Students often spend hours studying, hanging out with friends, or simply relaxing while enjoying beverages like brown sugar boba, caramel macchiatos, frappes, matcha lattes, and various sweet iced coffees. However, what many people don't realize is that these drinks often contain extremely high levels of added sugar, typically 25 to 60 grams in a single cup. Some popular menu items can even reach 80 grams of sugar, which is more than 3 times the daily sugar limit recommended by the World Health Organization, which is only 25 grams per day. This excessive sugar intake, when combined with an inactive lifestyle, can lead to health problems earlier than expected. The most concerning issue is the increasing incidence of type 2 diabetes in young people, something that used to be almost unheard of 2 decades ago. Today, we will explain the mechanism behind this, discuss the real health data, and highlight why some young patients eventually require insulin therapy to survive.
Hi, my name is Adhita di Tsuraya. To understand why sugary cafe drinks are dangerous, we need to understand what actually diabetes is. Cheers! Diabetes mellitus is a chronic disease characterized by persistently high blood glucose level. Under normal circumstances, when we eat or drink something containing sugar, our pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin acts like a key. It helps glucose enter the body cell to be used as energy. However, in type 2 diabetes, the most common form seen in young adults today, the body becomes insulin resistant. This means that the cell no longer responds to insulin effectively. As a result, glucose remains in the bloodstream instead of entering the cell. The pancreas tries to combat that by producing more and more insulin, but eventually it becomes exhausted. When this happens, sugar rises to dangerous level. Type 2 diabetes used to be almost exclusively an adult disease, but now it is increasingly found in individuals as young as 12 to 18 years old. Studies suggest that lifestyle change, especially the rise of sugary beverage, play a significant role in this shift.
Oh, alright. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sulthan Ridho. You can call me Sulthan. So, in the past, young people rarely develop diabetes, but today, several lifestyle factors have made teenagers and young adults more vulnerable. First, the consumption of sugary beverages has increased dramatically. Many young people drink at least one sweetened beverage per day, sometimes even 2 or 3. Cafe drinks often feel fancy and harmless, but they actually contain more sugar than regular soda. Second, the modern lifestyle is more sedentary. Students spend long hours sitting, studying, scrolling on their phones, playing games, or working on laptops. Physical activity is often limited to short school activities, and many teenagers do not meet the recommended 150 minutes of exercise per week. Third, poor sleep patterns and high stress level also contributes to metabolic imbalance. Sleep deprivation and affects insulin sensitivity, making it harder for the body to regulate blood sugar. All of these factors create the perfect environment for insulin resistance, the early step towards diabetes. This explains why the disease is appearing in younger age groups than ever before.
Hello everyone, my name is Mirza Arfadhiyaz Aham and I'll be continuing the topic from before. Okay, so when a person drinks a sugary beverage, the blood glucose level rises very quickly. Unlike solid food, drinks are absorbed rapidly, causing the sudden spike in blood sugar within minutes. In response, the pancreas releases a large amount of insulin to bring the glucose level down. If sugary drinks are consumed frequently, for example, daily or several times a week, the pancreas is repeatedly forced to work harder. Over time, this constant pressure leads to pancreatic fatigue. The body cells also begin to resist insulin, meaning insulin becomes less effective. This condition is known as insulin resistance. Sugary drinks also contribute to the accumulation of visceral fat, which is fat stored deep inside the abdominal cavity. Unlike regular fat, visceral fat is metabolically active and releases inflammatory substances called cytokines. These substances further worsen insulin resistance. Eventually, the pancreas may no longer be able to produce enough insulin, and the blood sugar continues to rise uncontrollably. At this point, lifestyle changes alone may no longer be enough, and the person may require medical treatment, including insulin rejections.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Rusdi and you can call me Rusdi. So now I will tell you about a report data. Recent report data show a concerning trend. The number of diabetes cases among people aged 15 to 24 has been increasing steadily in many countries. These many people of patients were previously healthy but developed prediabetes due to lifestyle factor. If diabetes is not controlled early, the long-term complication can be severe. Retinopathy, which can be lead to vision loss, kidney disease, potentially requiring dialysis, peripheral neuropathy, causing numbness and pain, cardiovascular disease, including heart attack and stroke. One of the most important points to understand is that some patients eventually need insulin therapy. Insulin therapy becomes necessary when 1. The pancreas can no longer produce enough insulin. 2. Blood sugar remains high despite oral medication. 3. There are signs of organ damage due to prolonged high glucose. For young patients, being dependent on insulin at an early age can significantly affect their quality of life. Insulin must be injected daily, sometimes multiple times per day. Blood sugar must be monitored regularly. Meals must be planned carefully, and then patients must avoid skipping injection. This is why prevention is much easier than treatment. Once the pancreas becomes too weak, the damage cannot be reversed.
Hello guys, let me introduce myself. My name Alfarel Trinedy. You can call me Alfarel. So even though the risks are serious, the good news is that diabetes is largely preventable. Here are some practical ways young people can reduce their risk. Number 1. Choose less sugar, half sugar, or no sugar added options when ordering cafe drinks. Number 2. Limit sugary beverages to 1 or 2 times per week. instead of drinking them daily. Number 3, stay physically active. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week. Number 4, get enough sleep and manage stress, as both influence insulin sensitivity. Number 5, drink more water, unsweetened tea, or plain coffee without syrup. Number 6, maintain a balanced diet with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and adequate protein. In conclusion, Café culture is a fun part of youth life, but we must also be aware of the hidden health risks behind sugary drinks. If unhealthy habits continue for years, they can lead to diabetes and even insulin dependency at a very young age. By making simple yet consistent lifestyle changes today, we can protect our future health. Thank you for listening.